Hey everybody, I'm Steven. I'm about to go see Men in Black International. I will catch you after the credits.
Welcome to MIB.
Moving on, losing.
You will be with Agent H, one of the best ever to wear this suit.
So, I just got out from seeing Men in Black International, and I thought it was pretty good. Nothing spectacular. I think if you're a fan of the Men in Black franchise, you'll like this movie fine. It's not as good as the original. The original, I don't think will ever be topped, because the second Men in Black, it's okay.
Yo, people, we got a bug in the electrical system.
People don't like it. I think it's okay. There are bad things in it, but there are some good things in it here and there. I liked the third one quite a bit, the one where Jay goes back in time.
Take this. Now all you have to do is jump.
You want me to jump?
Time jump.
I thought that one was decent, a pretty good movie. And I think this one, if you're in it for looking for the right thing, is kind of on somewhere between 2 and 3. It's fun. There's some good stuff in it. It really lets you know that this universe, or this Men in Black, is in the same universe as the other.
I'm looking for Kay. Have you seen him? Sort of a surly older gentleman. He smiles like this.
Kay has been dead for over 40 years.
You really think a black suit is going to solve all your problems?
No, but looks damn good on you.
There's even a mural of Agent K and Agent J fighting the cockroach monster from the first movie, which I thought was a nice little nod. I liked that a lot. Tessa Thompson is really fun in this movie. I really liked her in Thor Ragnarok, which with her other partner, Chris Hemsworth, who is also in this movie. And they're pretty fun. I think Chris Hemsworth, they're trying to turn him into an almost action comedy star nowadays, which is fine, but they don't write him very well all the time. I feel like when they actually try and give him more serious stuff in these action comedies, he works a little better than when they're just trying to make him the funny guy. Because it was the same kind of thing with Ghostbusters 2016. They had Chris Hemsworth in that, and there were some things he said in that movie that were really funny, and then there were other times they wrote his character too stupid, and when they tried to kind of make him the serious villain in it, it didn't work very well. But there are a lot of things to like in this movie. The credits feel like a Men in Black movie. I'm talking about the opening credits. First thing first, they got the music cues from the original. I recognized the main Men in Black theme, and there's a little bit more of a mellow theme that they play at the end of the first Men in Black movie. Both those songs are in this movie, and they're used very nicely. It makes it really feel like Men in Black. I think this movie could have used with a little bit more practical effect. There's so much CG in this movie, and while there's obviously CG in the others, I feel like it's not as prevalent. I haven't watched the third one as much or that recently, so I don't know how much it was in that one. I know it's in there, don't get me wrong, but it didn't feel like they relied on it. In the first one, most of the stuff is practical because it was the 90s.
You guys get along all right?
All right, I'm in.
I remember seeing that one in theaters. I think I've seen 1, 2, and now this one in theaters. I think I missed 3 when it came out, but watched it later on DVD. But I do think the main leads are acted well for what they're given. I think that you got Liam Neeson in here as well, and Emma Roberts? Yes, I think. And they're the heads of MIB London and MIB New York, respectively. And they do a very good job. Emma Roberts isn't in this movie very much. Liam Neeson is in this movie quite a bit, and he's pretty much always good. The plot is decent. Decent enough for just kind of an action, fun, kind of international. I feel like they tried to mix some James Bond elements in here. You can't do a secret agent movie based in London without it being a James Bond movie. I feel like that was their mentality. And it's not entirely that, but there is some of that in there. Tessa Thompson is Agent M in this movie, and she's brand new to the agency. She is hired in, or she is like a rare case of actually figuring out who Men in Black is and what they do and where they're located, and that's how she kind of gets in, whereas like Agent J was in the original franchise or series, movies, something, was brought in because he accidentally showed he could keep up and deal with aliens in his own way, so Agent K brought him in. Kind of the opposite. She finds the place, and they decide that she can be part of it. But overall, I think this movie was pretty enjoyable. Like I said, if you think you're going to be into it, you're probably going to be into it. I think this is going to be a little bit of a shorter review, because there's not much to talk about without it. If there's a mystery in a movie, I don't want to spoil the mystery. And there was a mystery in this, so I can't really... Where the other ones were pretty straightforward, like, here's your villain, this is what's going on, now the Men in Black are here to save the day. This one was... I can give you the plot a little bit. There's a mole in MIB International, or London, or whatever they call it, and that deals with some of the stuff that's going on. And some of that stuff is actually pretty well done. There are a few times where I was wondering kind of who the villain was, though I figured it out kind of quickly. There are some cool gadgets, cool weapons, but again, like, while those are in the first few Men in Black movies, like, they're not the focus, they seem to really want to up the visuals and gadgets in this movie. And it's cool to see, but it's a little overblown in my opinion. I would like to see more. I'd like to see another Men in Black movie come out, and if this movie does well, which I kind of hope it does, I would like to see more. That's pretty much what I got for this movie. Do you guys remember the Men in Black cartoon? I think it was before Men in Black 2 came out, somewhere between Men in Black 1 and Men in Black 2. I'm gonna see if I can look that up. I haven't thought about that movie in a while. Anyway, no post-credit scene. I'm probably gonna give this movie like a 6.5, 7. I'm not really sure. I'll give it a 6.5. There were some, like, it could use some tweaks, but it was a fun watch for the most part. Take that for what it will. Did you watch it? Are you gonna watch it? What did you think? Like, comment, subscribe, any thoughts? And I will catch you next time after the credits.
Are you suggesting that we try the most powerful weapon in the galaxy for fun?
Do it.
Press the button. Turn it up a few.
I had just one more quick thing to say that I actually did really like about this movie. I actually really liked that Agent M and H, Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth, are not just rehashes of Agent J and K. They feel like original characters, and I also really liked that this movie didn't just retell like the first Men in Black movie. It was its own original plot as well. That's a pretty big trend with remake/reboots, that they just kind of rehash the original, and I actually admired this movie for doing something new. So, I might actually kind of bump it up to a 7 for that, because it actually warranted another movie. Take that for what it is.
Oh, the Men in Black. The men and women in black.
Yeah, ha. Perfectly done.